Been I can't take it. I've been holding on. Been I can't take it anymore. I've been holding on. Been I can't take it. I've been holding on. Been I can't take it anymore.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, it seems I still have... Hold on, are you muted?
No. I muted my own mic.
There we go. Okay, we are actually
Sorry,
back
welcome
this
back.
time with more amazing Faeria action.
See, this is what happens when I'm doing my own production. I
Yep.
just mute myself.
Yeah.
And you think you fucked up, and it's actually me that fucked up.
Yep. So let's see. Round 3 is still in progress.
Yep. So we can do some deck discussion, I think.
Yeah. I was actually in the Discord chat in the general channel, and they're actually talking about Ground Shaker and Gyaradan, and the red-blue deck in general, too. Trying to contest and to see if any of them need some nerfs. And the consensus is definitely yes for Ground Shaker from the people that have been talking.
Well, they could make Ground Shaker 5/5 would still be a powerful creature.
Yeah, they were mentioning perhaps make it 3 mountains instead of 2, which would be a start. But I also mentioned that might not be enough on its own.
Yeah.
Because the problem is the body is too efficient on top of the effect. It's a mini Firestorm and a 5/6 for 6. A 5/6 for 6 is already really good, even like pretty good in red. And you get this effect that can clear 3 or 4 creatures at once, and
Yeah, I wouldn't go for big nerfs because that can actually change a lot of things. Ground Shake has a purpose in this game. It has a very clear purpose. It's to make sure that you don't get greedy decks.
Mm-hmm.
Without Ground Shaker, though, if you nerf Ground Shaker into the ground, or you basically remove Ground Shaker, what will most likely happen is that
the blue
people will
swarm
just
deck.
start
Yep.
green, shiny creatures all around.
Yeah,
not
the
care
AoE
at
ability
all.
wouldn't be touched, though. 1 damage is already the lowest amount of damage it can do to everything. I just think it should
Yeah.
be like 5/5 or 4/5 for 6, or its cost should go up.
Yeah, no, I think a 5/5 for 6 is still good. I don't want to see it nerfed to the ground. And to be honest, people are complaining about blue, red, but there are counters. And green, for example, has been doing very well against this deck.
Yeah, although having one counter doesn't necessarily mean that the deck is like in an okay spot.
No,
I just
no,
think
I'm
it's
not saying
gaining.
that, but
Yeah,
I think we have to be very careful about what to nerf for blue red.
yeah. I think Ground Shaker is a safe place to start, though, and incremental nerfs like
But
this week.
I would go for very tiny nerfs.
Yeah, like
Just
this week,
small
make it
tweaks.
like 5/5, because there are
Yeah.
some creatures that could go to 5 attack and trade with it a little bit more easily.
Exactly.
It'll make Flame Blast and Saphers work. It'll make what else will work? Punishment and Flame Blast, or any sort of 3 damage and Flame and Punishment would
Flame
work. It opens up a lot of removal options that wouldn't be on it before.
Yep, and you'll have Windborn champions that can trade with it.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, right. You're getting all giddy.
Okay, let's nerf that shit to the ground.
Nerf that shit to the ground.
Nerf that shit to the ground. But we've already talked about red blue, to be honest, and maybe it needs some tweaks. But that's something that that we'll probably discuss internally on the test servers.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to discuss a lot of these things. However, we're most likely first going to, because we're pretty happy with how the meta is currently.
Mm-hmm.
we are most likely going to first focus on Pandora because we want to get
Oh, I
Pandora.
agree. Yeah, definitely release Pandora as soon as possible.
So don't. This is what I would say to the people watching. Don't expect any nerfs or buffs or anything soon when it comes to constructed.
Mm-hmm.
You get used to this meta. This meta is still young, by the way. It can still change. People can still suddenly come up with crazy ideas.
Yeah, I definitely
It's
agree.
happened in the past. It's happened in the past where people were like, "Oh my god, this deck is crazy," and then we're like, "Just wait, just wait."
Yeah, I think the deck
Week
archetype
later,
itself.
nobody was playing that deck because there was some deck that
Which
would
one?
always win against it.
Which one?
Add a couple of examples.
Oh, okay. I thought you had mentioned a particular deck name.
No.
Yeah, I mean, the archetype itself isn't necessarily overpowered. I just think like the individual card Ground Shaker is like
yeah.
something that should be looked at eventually.
And I would say this meta has been so far been the most fun.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been the most interactive.
I think it's better than the Yellow Rush meta, which was super short and generally not interactive. Just like, oh, all
Exactly.
your creatures are dead. I have 10,000
Well,
last
I
nightmares.
don't like to call it Yellow Rush. I like to call it Neutral Rush.
Really? I mean, it was running a lot of yellow creatures, though.
Yeah, it's running yellow, but no, for me, a definition of Neutral Rush is when you run a yellow deck that has more than one type of neutral creature.
Okay.
Then already called Neutral Rush because then the idea is that I want to get close to your orb. I want to get in the early game, put big creatures near big neutral.
That might
creatures
be
down,
like a hybrid, like a yellow
not-
neutral.
and not go for the and not really go for the poke, but go for the hard hits.
Yeah, because
Go
you'll
for the
confuse.
answer this or die, and I don't like that. I don't like the decks that are like, yeah, no, answer this or you're dead.
Yeah,
If you don't got the answer, you're dead. If you do got the answer, I'm dead.
yeah. Those
Which
are.
Neutral Rush tends to be. So yeah,
I would really
and that's
call
why
that
I
like a
love this.
hybrid rush, because
Yeah.
neutral rush is like a fully neutral deck or like almost completely neutral
No.
deck.
No, that doesn't exist because it's not good.
It's weak, but it's still a deck that you can create.
I still call it the Neutral Rush. Otherwise, otherwise it would be pure Yellow Rush. And well, the old Rush style was Assassin Rush. That was you used to have two kind of rushes. You had the Neutral Rush, which was a couple of neutral creatures with yellow or with red, and you had the pure Yellow Rush, which was generally the Assassin Rush, which I was running, and I found Assassin Rush so much fun because it was very interactive, and you had to really. It became a puzzle.
Yeah.
It wasn't like answer or die. No, it was. Okay, can I solve this puzzle?
That's pretty cool.
If I can't solve this puzzle in time, I'm dead.
Yep.
If I can solve this puzzle in time, you're dead. But generally, games would sometimes be very, very close because of it.
Yeah.
And Neutral Rush matches tend to not be very. They tend to be very one-sided.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. But yeah, that's my opinion, and I know some people disagree. So yeah, you have it. But well, we still have some more time. So let's discuss another deck that we've seen going around: blue-green.
Yeah, blue-green is actually blue-green. How do I feel about blue-green? Been seeing.
I feel blue-green is blue-green. I feel is very good against a pure green deck.
Mm-hmm.
It is the counter to pure green decks because it has for one, Apex Predators.
Mm-hmm.
They become always bigger than his big buffed creature.
Yep.
It has the Humbling Visions, which is huge.
Yep.
It has the Mirror Phantasms, and it has the Ninja Toads, which are hasties, which green normally doesn't have. They have to have the Freedom Fighters, which cost a lot more Faeria. Well, a lot more. They cost one more Faeria, but they don't have jump.
Yeah, and I think it's a more mobile, more flexible deck than just a raw green.
Yeah.
And raw green, when green loses a creature to like Frogify or to Mirror Phantasm that they had buffed, or that even just like a Verdoran Force getting lowered to like a 2/2 or a 4/4, it can be pretty devastating for them because green relies on the hugeness of their creatures to gain board control.
And blue-green generally doesn't.
Yeah, blue-green can summon. I mean, if depending on the type of cards that they're running, if there's a lot of the blue cards are really the keys to countering raw green, obviously.
Exactly, and But the only problem that blue-green has is it's weaker against the blue-red deck.
Mm-hmm. Have we seen any
So
mono blue in this tournament? Is anyone running it in the meta?
I haven't seen have we? No, we haven't seen any mono blue.
I think it gets really hard countered by the blue-red and like
Yeah,
raw red in general.
yeah. That's why I don't think we'll see a lot of people running that.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't think
some.
it's necessarily that the archetype is bad. I think it's just
No, I mean
countered.
blue is still very good against green, for example.
Yeah. I
And
wonder if
also
blue is good
still
against
pretty-
blue-green too.
Yeah, depends. I'd say. Like blue has more tricks, and there's a blue has a very well has a faster early game,
Yeah, kind of on the same principle as
so
blue-green
they
versus
can get
green.
ahead. Yeah, so they can get ahead earlier, and as we know, blue green has a difficult time getting back into the game.
Yep.
But it also depends a little bit on the draws. Okay, so all the matches just have been played.
Very nice.
So we are going. Oh, 5 minutes left. So yeah, let's just keep talking till the next match. I have already announced who we're going to be streaming
Yep.
or
Very
casting
nice.
rather, which is Helios of Flame, and Helios of Flame will be up against. Well, the round 4 matches haven't been made yet, but we will find out in 5 minutes. Do I have Helios of Flame actually in my... Nope. Let me add him. There we go. Let me invite you to the tournament lobby.
Yep. Ah, you know what I